one of the guys that get a lot of credit is Steve Blackman from Muscular Development. I mean, those guys have done an extraordinary job for years and years and years to promote health, to promote fitness, to promote strength, to promote bodybuilding, powerlifting, weightlifting, and all of those kind of things. So the contributions they made is gigantic, and I hail them for that.
Ron Harris here from MuscularDevelopment.com. Coverage of the Arnold Sports Festival brought to you by High Tech Pharmaceuticals. Standing here with the runner-up in Classic Physique, made an amazing, huge impression on the bodybuilding fitness world tonight here in Columbus, Ohio. He is Rough Diesel, Terrence Ruffin. Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you. You know, I had a great time out here today, and you know, a little short of what I was hoping for. But you know, this is my first time at the Arnold. Like, you know, I'm a younger guy, and you know, I'll be back. I'll be back to do a little bit better. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you know, everybody wants to win, and you train to win. You have very high expectations. But man, this was supposed to be Steve Lorius' show. You were supposed to be third at best. You know this, right? In every prediction, everyone said he could probably get third. But today in the judging, you know what? You walked out there and it was like, you were in the running. You were in the running for first. So a lot of people said, this kid looks great. Alex looks great. And Steve, unfortunately, was faded a little bit. But you know what? Not only your physique, we talk about posing because you are the greatest poser in this division. I'm sorry, other guys, but he is. I'm sorry. That's where you really pulled it off because Steve doesn't, you know, I'm sure he's going to work on it, but you had so much confidence, so much grace that even, you know, the mandatories, your mandatories are like watching a posing routine. The transitions, I mean, you really command the stage. You draw the eye to you. And it's not just having a good physique, it's making people, it's projecting it and making people really engage with you. How hard do you work on the mandatories as well as your routine?
I work on the mandatories, you know, every day, especially leading into a show. I work on it several times a day. I learned from one of the greats, Lita Brada, and honestly, man, it's just things that we already know to be true within, you know, everyday things in our lives, things that are moving, you know, draw the eye, things that are different, draw the eye towards it, you know, and it has to be like a good move and it has to look pretty. You don't want to draw like something bad towards you, but definitely I do that every day and I keep those things in mind, you know, body posture, you know, when they say like stand tall, you know, chest out, that all those things play a part within posing and bodybuilding too. You know, it's a posing is it's body language. Yeah, definitely.
So you turned pro back in 2014 at the NPC Nationals, right? Mm-hmm. 21 years old, at a what, about 154 pounds?
Yeah.
So when you turned pro, and you know there was already 212, but were you thinking, man, this might be it for me. This might be the end of the road until Classic came along?
I didn't think that. I thought it was going to take a long time. You know, I was actually a little bit more optimistic than I should have been.
Well,
but I did think it was going to take a while. But I was like, oh no, I'll get there eventually. Especially I had guys like Sean Clarita in the mix. Jose Raymond, he had came up from not a lightweight, but I think middleweight.
No,
he was a lightweight?
He started out a lightweight.
Okay, so yeah.
Over the years.
So like I'm a big history buff, so those guys gave me, you know, some faith and some confidence that I can go out and do the same thing they did. But when Classic came around, I was like, well, this is probably a better fit for me.
Yeah. I mean, the division only started in 2016, but man, by Toronto was 2018. 2018. You know, when you won that with the Survivor routine. People are talking about that routine. It's been almost 2 years. And when we talk about great posing routines, you know, what do people even remember? Kai Green, Dirty Diana, Terrence Ruffin, Survivor. And there's not that many in the modern era.
Yeah, you're right.
And you know, how do you go about topping routines? Because when you have routines that are so good, the pressure's on. I got to give them something better next time.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? After Toronto, I took the Toronto was in, I had the Olympia right after that, and I didn't pose at the Olympia. So Toronto was my last routine up until like maybe a year later. And it actually was a little bit nerve-wracking. I'm like, oh my God, what if it sucks? What if people don't like it anymore? You know, but at the end of the day, I had to think, well, I'm gonna do this routine for me, and if I like it, that's all that matters. And you know, if it doesn't top it, it is what it is, but I think any routine I do is gonna be a good routine. You know, yeah. So if people like other ones more than other ones, that's cool. But if you like Toronto Survivor, you know, that's fine too. Yeah.
So you won the Niagara show. It was the first Niagara Falls Pro Show last fall in November, I believe it was, right?
November,
so
yeah.
people, I think a lot of people assumed, okay, he's wrapping up his Olympia qualification. We're not going to see this guy on stage again until next year in September. Did you know at that time that you were going to do the Arnold or apply for it or anything?
Yeah, that was the goal. I was doing the Arnold after 2018 Olympia. The goal was to do the Arnold. Well, actually, after the Arnold in 2019, because I was still deciding on what show. I was debating New York Pro, Arnold, you know. After I started the Arnold, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this show right here. At that point, literally then. And, yeah, so without a doubt, this was the show I wanted to do. But in order to do this show, I had to do Niagara Falls, yeah, to kind of qualify. Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Now, you and the other athletes must have been very, very nervous a few days ago because there was a very real possibility this whole thing was going to get shut down. You know, were you sweating bullets like early this week?
I wasn't sweating. I was honestly, I was a little disappointed with this being my. I guess it's a little selfish of me. I was a little disappointed that this being my first Olympia that is so different than the ones in the past. You know, I try not to stress about anything. You know, I waited. I saw as soon as we saw like just the expo was done. I was like, well, you know, this kind of sucks, but you know, I'm still gonna get on stage. It is what it is. And then slowly but surely they gave more information. They said, hey. You can bring your family. People can come to the night show, and I was like, okay, it's all right.
It didn't work out that badly for you know for the pro league shows. So where do you go from here? Because this was a great showing. I mean, you came so close. Yeah. Are you thinking Arnold Australia? What are you thinking next, maybe?
I wish they had Classic in Arnold Australia.
They don't. That's right.
All right. Yeah. We need to get some show. That's an invite right there. But it's just the Olympia right now. And this is right here. This is pretty cool because I wanted to get that qualification for the I forget the. I'm just gonna call it Athleticon, the Icon World. Yeah.
We're just saying
Athleticon. So I'll be at that show. They said you need to play top 3 at the Arnold. Yep. So I got that going. So I will be there after the Olympia. Yeah.
I mean, physique-wise, is there anything you're really going to focus on from now until then, or
just the same things I've been working on my upper body, my arms, for the most part, definitely. You know, looking at posing with me, Steve, and Alex, definitely those guys have like great biceps, and that's something I've been working on. And even though I made a lot of progress, I still think I have a little bit more to put on there. Yeah.
I mean, you have so much growing, so much potential. Not necessarily growing like you need to put 40 pounds on or anything, but this is not your final form. This is probably, I don't know, 2/3 of the way of what I think where you're going to be ultimately. Okay. I said in my commentary earlier, this is a future Olympia champ, and I mean that. I really think you're going to be one of the greats. A year or two, I don't think anybody's beating you. You're going to be one of those people that's just untouchable. So, yeah. All right, well, congratulations, man. I know you wanted to win. You came very close, but still, everyone is talking about Terrence Ruffin, Rough Diesel right now. Yeah. And you're going to change your name legally to Rough Diesel?
Yeah, I'm going to change my name. Yeah. I'm going to put it on all my paperwork, yeah.
Fair enough. Congratulations. Thank you for the time. Go get something to eat. I'm sure you're starving by now. For MuscularDevelopment.com, it's been Ron Harris with Rough Diesel, Terrence Ruffin.